Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to ENTLynx Movies Podcast, where we talk about movies and anything that we find interesting. My name's English Dave, and I'm here in sunny Philadelphia with my friends and family to do this first podcast. I'm here with Travis. What's up, Trav?
How we doing, guys?
How are you?
I'm very well.
How's your week been?
Mundane on the cusp of barely interesting.
That's an answer.
It's better with all of you, though, right?
We have the lovely Layla. Hello, Layla.
Hi.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm great. We have Koki, who just woke up.
Yeah, but I'm alive and I feel great.
You feel great now?
Not really, but I'm getting there.
I mean, you're eating, so that must be good.
Yeah.
We will be giving you in-depth analysis of Koki's presumptual next nap, called the Koki Watch. We'll let you know 15 minutes in the podcast.
Koki likes a lot.
So a little bit of...
Koki likes to nap.
I do.
Snaps.
The Koki Watch will be live tweeted and available via Snapchat at KMIMASOGIE.
Is that a plug?
If you'd like to follow me, you can follow me again at KMIMASOGIE on Snapchat. But my name is Koki across everything else on social media.
We also have the lovely Miss FP herself.
What's up, what's up?
Miss Selma. What's
How
up,
are
Miss
you
Selma?
guys?
I'm good. How are you?
The fashion passport.
I'm gravy.
Gravy. Fashion passport. If you guys just keep
Don't
hearing
go traveling.
random
without
words
your
like fashion passport, and they keep coming up. No, she paid me $100
Fashion
million
passport!
to plug her YouTube channel. Fashion passport. So every time I say fashion passport, she pays me $100 million. So fashion passport. We also have my lovely lady, Gine. What's up, darling?
Hola.
Hola. ¿Cómo estás?
Yes.
She's just here
Yes.
to be here. If she speaks, every one of you take a shot.
We'll be in Spanglish. Every other word switching between Spanish and language. Not English,
That was
language.
funny.
And this is going to be a conversational podcast, so we're going to talk about movies. We might go off tangent, but I will keep it structured wherever I can, unless I'm the one who's taking off tangent. First of all, we're going to go into the movie news. First piece of news, Helen Mirren. She's a gilf, that's what you call her.
You know, my friend lives in
Grandma, I'd
this...
like to fuck.
Yes.
Yeah, but you know, my friend lives in her building.
Oh,
He's
yeah?
seen her twice.
Oh, yeah. Has he seen
Yeah.
her? Seen or seen?
No, he's seen her. She's like a white whale. Like, she just goes and, like, she just moves. She walked in the elevator and he was just like, it's like all in slow-mo.
Yeah.
Her eyes, like, guilted, like, looked at him and, like, the sun just hit him and it was
perfect moments.
Yeah, one of those moments where, like, everything stopped.
Oh.
And Helen just, like
Like that scene from, like, X-Men Quicksilver.
yeah.
Everything just
But it's more royal. It's like, you know, in the first Shrek, when he comes into the town and it's like this whole procession.
Oh.
That's sort of how it is,
Shrek?
but like, yeah, first Shrek.
Being starstruck is a real thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can
For
imagine.
sure.
I can imagine.
Dude, another friend of mine got hit by Nina Agdal the other day, and
yeah.
you know, it was completely okay.
Oh. It was completely okay.
It was completely
But
okay.
Helen Mirren, have you guys seen like the pictures of her on Google of her like on the beach? Where she's like grandma with this hot grandma body.
Really?
That's a thing. Yeah, search it.
I
Like right now, search it.
Yeah,
Like,
I've never seen that.
Helen Mirren for grandma. But anyway, apparently,
For all of you who want to Google it, by the way.
Google, take your time.
Let me know
Google,
what you think of
Helen
Helen
Mirren
Mirren's body.
on the beach. And
Be starstruck.
and find out how old she is. I
And
think
she
she's like
has a
60
tattoo.
something.
Badass motherfucker.
Last year she was interviewed, I think, for Elle magazine, and she was speaking about how she's always wanted to be in a Fast and Furious movie, but she said she'll only be in it if she gets to do her own driving. And I think this week she announced, I'm not sure, I think it was on Yahoo News, she announced that she actually has been cast in the next Fast and Furious movie, Fast and Furious 1000, whatever it's called.
1,000. I knew we were gonna get here.
So many of them.
Now, I don't watch a lot of Fast and Furious, but what if Helen Mirren is like casted as the mom that always tries to give her son directions in the car? She just backseat drives the entire time. Like that's Helen Mirren's part.
I actually had a theory because like the last two movies have introduced Luke Evans and Jason Statham as brothers because they were the villains of the last two movies and they're brothers. What if she's their mom coming back, the mother hen come back to get the boys who got caught by the good guys? I don't know. Also, Charlize Theron was cast in it too.
That makes sense.
Really?
Hotness rater just went.
Yeah, so it's
I love
like
her.
we got.
But I mean, the hot was the rated because Charlene Theron goes to the roof. They have hot people.
Charlize
sure, it's
Theron is
Fast
like on
and
a
Furious.
whole other level.
But she's like Furiosa.
I think Thingy is
Whoa,
way hotter than
Who?
what's my girl? It's not Emmanuel Shrieky. It's oh my gosh,
The dead girl's wife. Dead
Yes,
girl's
she's next level. She's hotter than Charlize Theron in my eyes. But hey, if it makes you happy, it makes you happy.
Don't put a lot of that in there.
But yeah, so Fast and Furious.
And
I think it's the 8th movie, and parts of it are going to be shot and set in New York City, which is going to be interesting. So I can't wait till they shoot those scenes. I'm looking forward to that. Fast and Furious movies for me are those movies that they're just silly, stupid fun, but I'll watch it. It'll be a good time in the theater. It's like superhero movies. Next piece of news. Have any of you guys seen The Wicked?
I have.
I have.
I work above the.
Don't steal my thunder.
Oh, sorry.
Fashion passport.
I have as well.
Fashion passport.
Did you see it with Anna Menzel?
I
Yes.
did not actually.
All right, so I win this conversation.
Wait, Layla, you saw
Boom.
it?
Oh.
So there's 3 people who've seen it. So
You've seen it too? Yeah. Look at this rogue agent just popping out of the woodworks. Thought I won, now I gotta fight back too. Have you seen it with Anna Menzel?
Yep.
God damn it. This one's a tough one.
I want to hear your thoughts on what you guys think of them doing a live action movie. Universal said they're going to do a movie which is set to be released December 2019.
So, like, I think if it's not a musical,
It will be a musical.
okay, well, that has to be essential because if it's not, then it's just like you're gonna watch another Oz film. Right? Like, is it not that? It's just basically the same thing. So I think if it's a musical, which you said it is, it's been done before. Like Rent was a really good adaptation.
How long is the play? Like, is it like 5 hours?
Like a
No,
normal
no.
play.
Broadway
So they wouldn't
play.
have to cut anything much for the movie.
Yeah,
No,
probably not a
I
whole
feel like
lot,
they would
no.
have to add stuff to make the movie more in depth.
Okay.
Yeah, they definitely have the opportunity to.
Well, it's been directed by Stephen Daldry, who did Billy Elliot, and being written by Mark Platt, who wrote Into the Woods.
Whoa,
Okay. I think
Wow.
it might be good.
that's a pretty awesome guy. The thing about it, you know, as long as we don't get another Annie.
Like, what if they made Ursula like purple?
Is her name Ursula?
Yep.
But isn't Ursula from
Oh no, that's from
Little Mermaid?
Frozen.
That's from the Little
No, it's
Mermaid.
Little
Little
Mermaid.
Mermaid.
Ursula, no.
You just mixing your Disney characters.
Wow,
And
Tara.
she's not even green in the Little
Yeah.
Mermaid. She's like,
She's purple.
she's like,
Yeah, I'm not talking about
This is,
Ursula.
like,
I'm using the
super
name
white
because I
and,
forget
like,
the name
purple.
of Anna Menzel's character in Wicked.
The Witch.
the witch from the east.
Oh yeah, let's see what is it, everybody. Exactly, Ursula.
Alfalba.
Falva.
Felda.
Alfie, isn't it?
Alfie, yeah.
Okay.
Damn, we fucked up.
Alva. I can't.
Like I was saying,
I keep
Alfie.
hearing alfalfa. Alfalfa.
You know who did not enjoy the Little Rascals?
Okay. What?
You didn't enjoy the last?
He-Man woman haters?
They remind me of like lady, like she-women, lady
No.
creepy.
Spanky
like,
remind you of a she-woman?
He-Man woman haters.
My
like
lord.
the little girl and just like she looked like a prostitute.
We are He-Man
Little girl.
woman haters.
in the
do you
clothes
know
of
It just reminded me of like
someone might have repressed childhood
I
memories.
had a
Whoopi Goldberg,
I had a feeling.
Whoopi Goldberg makes the late cameo.
Yeah.
Great.
All right, next piece of news. Finding Dory, which I saw, and you guys should listen and watch my video review on YouTube, youtube.com/ENTLynx. That's my
Also,
channel.
link down below
Link down below,
in the
definitely.
description box
In the description.
for an easy hyperlink.
Thank you. You're a hype man too, man. I love
mean,
it. I love
I'm a
it.
YouTube pro.
Yes, but I'll tell you this: if you liked Finding Nemo, you will like Finding Dory. It's a great movie. So great that it's been breaking records all weekend. On Thursday, it broke the Thursday night record. These are all records for animated movies, not movies in general. Thursday night record of $9.2 million on Thursday night alone. Friday, it made $55 million, and it's projected to make $140 million this weekend. The early predictions were 120, which means it will get past Shrek the Third, which was a previous holder of the record for animated films in the opening weekend.
How much do actors get paid on the movie, like an animated movie?
animated
like
movie,
this?
$50.
How much is Ellen making off of this? You know,
Oh,
you know.
so much.
I mean,
$50.
She's like the one.
Maybe
No, but
$60.
no, but
Someone Google it.
You could argue that Ellen was the reason that they got a second movie.
Yeah.
And then named it after Ellen. So
Here's the reason.
Finding Dory is doing very, very well opening weekend. If you haven't seen it, definitely check it out. But first, check out my video review, ENTLynx
Spoil.
plug shot number
Free.
6.
YouTube.com.
Wait, okay, here we go. Here we go. Here
Oh,
we
you
go.
have this?
Yeah, I've got. This is therichest.com. I'm not sure how valid or not valid it is, but
It's valid because it's on our podcast.
Oh
And on the internet.
Exactly.
no, this is also. Never mind. This is 2013. This none of this information
Doesn't
is real.
apply. Boo. Spielberg just announced this past week that we all know they're doing another Indiana Jones movie. They said they're not going to do Han Solo. Spoiler alert, Han Solo is killed in Star Wars. They said they're not going to kill off Indiana Jones because people are going to cry that both Indiana Jones and Han Solo have been killed. So that's
Do
news.
it.
That's news.
No
Some
balls.
of you nerd fans. I mean, I'm a nerd, but kill him. I don't mind. It's fine.
It's old.
If it makes good storytelling, that's not kill Harrison Ford. I mean the character of Indiana Jones. Don't kill Harrison Ford.
We like Harrison. Harrison,
I like
live as
the
long as you need to.
I like Harrison. Harrison Ford. Indiana Jones is almost like the he is the precursor to Drake,
He is the precursor.
which we'll go into later on. Okay,
Not the
fine.
rapper, by the way.
No, not
We're
the
not
rapper,
saying
yes.
that the rapper from Toronto.
Nathan Drake, the not rapper from I don't know where's Nathan Drake from. South America. That's
Probably
where
Philadelphia.
Yeah, so, like,
He
He's
goes to
cool.
South
He's cool
America.
enough to be us.
Final piece of news: Donald Glover, Childish Gambino himself, has been cast in the upcoming Spider-Man: Homecoming. We have no idea who he's playing, which means that it's someone important. And just a bit of backstory. After Andrew Garfield, the last Spider-Man, after they found out that he wouldn't be Spider-Man anymore, there was a big kind of campaign to have Donald Glover play Spider-Man. Because if you don't know, in the comics, there is a Spider-Man who's half Hispanic, half black. His name is Miles Morales. And
Miles.
for the longest time, people wanted Donald Glover to play him, though he's too old to play the character. The character in the comics is like 12 years old, 13 or so. Though Donald Glover played him in the animated series, he voiced the character. So this is kind of like a cool thing that's happening, that he gets to still be in a Spider-Man movie, even though he doesn't play Spider-Man. It's interesting who he might play. I could name a whole bunch of people, but only nerds will understand who I'm talking about. You're like, what the hell? Who's that character? I don't know. There's a character called the Prowler, which is also an African American character in the Spider-Man lore. Or you can play Robbie Robertson. I don't even know if you remember Koki. You know how you have Jonah Jameson? You know, like his right-hand man?
Yeah.
Robbie Robertson, the black guy? Well, he has a son in the storyline, which people think Donald Glover could be playing him, which is interesting.
And we are getting a Vulture, right?
Well, the rumor is Michael Keaton's playing the Vulture, which I think is
Incredible.
brilliant.
Ha, funny.
Yes, which I think is absolutely brilliant
Birdman.
casting. If you guys haven't seen Civil War, we had a taste of Spider-Man. Tom Holland did a fantastic job as Spider-Man, to the point where I'm excited to see what he does in a solo movie. And that's it for today's news. If you guys want daily news, check out our website, ENTLynx. That's links with LYNX.com. Or follow us on Twitter at ENTLynx. Or follow us at the FP.
Fashion Passport.
you
Go
go.
follow me.
Check her out, Fashion Passport. Even though there's no movie news on there, I might hijack it one of these days, though.
Check her Snapchat. It's me cooking, and then go follow the Instagrams that are tagged in like the fourth one. Just no big deal. Just check it out. You know.
Okay, now we're going to go into our main talking points. This past week, it was E3, which stands for Electronic Entertainment Expo, I think, or one of the, whichever way.
Or everybody's
Expo.
three.
It is the kind of
Should
like
be an odd world,
Comic-Con
wouldn't
for video games. And all of us here are gamers on some level. Actually, maybe not so much, Miss Summer.
Whoa. Calling me out.
That's Fashion Passport being
I
called out for
more
not.
Mario Kart. So
okay.
don't come at my neck.
I'm sorry.
When?
On my DS.
Because I didn't have.
Bus.
Hey,
I connect with
You
other
know,
kids with
I'll
bus.
give you that. Mario Kart on the DS.
Exactly.
Like, okay, I take it back. I'm sorry. But anyway, well, video games on some level. We're not, especially Koki, Travis, and I, we're not as deep as we'd like to be. We don't have the time for it, but we appreciate when new things are announced. And especially in my case, I'm a huge fan of cinematic video games like the Uncharted series. So every time a game that comes out that kind of feels or looks like a movie, it catches my interest. So we're going to talk about E3. Not every game, but the ones that stood out to us. I'm going to hand it over to you, Travis.
Okay.
Give me one game.
And it's gotta be For Honor.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, for those that don't know, what is For Honor?
Well, I guess the background. 3 factions of warriors come to battle after the end of the Earth, as the trailer says that the Earth goes through some massive, like, earthquake, tears everything apart, and over this one puddle, the samurai, the knight, and the Viking
Those are
all
three
meet.
factions.
What?
Those are three
Those are 3 factions for now. And then they all start fighting, and they keep fighting, and they're like, there's a chance for peace. And then this other knight from nowhere is like, but I'm the reason they're not peaceful, and I guess there's going to be a campaign. I just was so intrigued by the first time we saw it. I was like, hey, you're making samurais, knights, and Vikings fight? Sign me up for the Vikings. Shout out Vikings. Watch it on... I have Spike? Is it on Spike? I have no idea what it's on.
Vikings, is it on? I don't know.
It's on FX?
No, it's on one of those random channels. like Discovery.
Anyway, it's on Discovery, isn't it?
exactly.
Yeah.
Or History Channel.
Anyway, watch that.
Well,
It's
I hear
great.
it's really good.
It's
I
fantastic.
hear great things.
It is the most entertaining show to watch while you're waiting for Game of Thrones.
Fun fact: real Vikings didn't have horns on their helmets.
It's true.
That was made up for.
Wow, so they
For-
lied to us this whole entire time.
Yes, that was made up for the what's it called, the theater.
Yeah. It's just
Opera.
not practical.
It's
That's
Anyway.
the mascot
Yeah.
of the Vikings.
So back to For Honor. I think the gameplay looks cool. The fact that it's an open combat world
Yeah.
is really awesome. And you get kind of that shout out to Dynasty Warriors.
Oh yeah.
That just slash and mayhem, you know, like everyone loves that.
Hack and slash.
Absolute hack. I feel like if you get your boys up, like if you're walking around with a badass samurai, or in my case, I'm walking around with King of the Vikings, Trav, King of the Vikings. That's how it's
Trap King
set
of the
in.
Vikings. I like that.
Yeah.
Trap King of the Vikings.
Y'all good?
But
Our dear Janae just hit her foot or upper knee on the.
that's the only time you're gonna hear her speak.
Got some clumsy
She contained all the pain. You held it like trying to contain the pain because you didn't want to make a noise.
You were probably one really good hide and go seek player. Like even if there was any,
I was.
yeah.
at least I know.
You could literally lose Janae. Janae is the type of person hiding to see.
You lost her.
Everyone gives up and Janae's just still hiding like these mothers.
We lost her. What are you doing? Play hide and go seek.
I didn't want to see Janae. No, she's been gone for 2 days.
Hide and go seek champion. There were stories she would tell years later. She went missing. Hide and go seek champion ever. Other game that stood out. Koki, you saw this trailer. New trailer from God of War.
Yeah, dude.
It's interesting. What do
It's
you think,
interesting.
Koki?
You got
Golf clap.
this father-son dynamic, which is always entertaining in gaming. I think like every gamer is like, yeah, father-son dynamic, power, like, and you have a very like strong father figure in I mean the God of War, Kratos. So it's
And what I like about it, at the beginning, it looks different because you don't because if you didn't know, you don't think it's a story that's set in the world of like myths and legends until you see the big troll come out. You're like, holy shit!
But I must also say is that it's fun to see them actually know what they're doing in cinematics now. Like the reveal of Kratos was brilliant. And the presentation of the games now, you know, like how the games are seen. They're giving you these action demos like live and
It's the cinematic scale. Like
it's new. It's a cool way to start looking at games as just this huge industry now that's really needs to come
it's
out.
like games have been influenced a lot by films and films to games, and you know back and forth. There's gonna be a God of War. What's it called? Movie coming out, which would be interesting.
I'll be discussing.
This looks interesting because it plays differently, or it looks to play differently from previous God of War games. But it's almost like they're inspired by games like Tomb Raider and Uncharted in terms of the seamless kind of cutting from gameplay to cinematics and back in it. It's not an obvious jump.
Yeah.
You know, so I like about it. What other games stood out to you, Trav?
I mean, I talk about FIFA and Pro Evolution Soccer.
These profiles. Now, okay,
Cookie has something to say.
I
Cookie's a
don't-
sports game fan.
I am. That's really the only thing I do. I do sports game. I don't really. I dabble in the other type of gaming things.
You
but
play
I'm
Uncharted?
I've been Uncharted. I play mostly like cinematic.
Tomb Raider.
Yeah, Tomb Raider, Watch Dogs, GTA, cinematic first person gaming. But
You're not gonna play Call of Duty. Though.
I'm not gonna play Call of Duty. No. I'm not gonna play Halo. Unfortunately, I'll watch someone play those games. I get it. I don't play Tekken really. I don't play Mortal Kombat. I'm a pretty boring gamer, guys. I'm not gonna lie. But I do sports games. Now FIFA, under the gaming company of EA, which let's just say I might have issues with one or two of the developers over there. I don't name names because I don't know names. But
If you knew names,
if I knew names,
you'd be saying names.
I would be probably
names
not.
Would be heard.
Well, I'm just saying, like, you know, Madden has fallen so far from what it used to be,
It'd be alive.
and NBA Live has completely died. And I'm an avid 2K16 player now, and that game is
Fantastic.
amazing.
Fantastic.
Amazing.
Fantastic.
Cannot wait till 2K17. I will buy it the day it comes out, with no question.
2K and Uncharted games have become those games that I'll buy day one.
Dude, the customization. Now, FIFA's teased this. No, getting back to E3, yeah. FIFA's teased this superstar mode aspect of FIFA.
That kind of gives it like a storyline.
Yeah, you get a storyline. It's what's his name? Something Hunter.
Alex Hunter.
Alex Hunter, I believe his name is. English
his
guy. get to see him play, and you saw a lot in the trailer. We didn't really see any gameplay, which is why this also scares me. But what does this storyline mean? Like, is it the only storyline you can play? And
It looks like it.
is it?
I think it is.
My thing is it very like, is it, you're completely, it's like you know those rides at Disney World, you have the ride where you think it's gonna be like this crazy like experience, but you realize that you're on a one rail,
Yeah.
like the car can't go anywhere.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I want
Like,
you to turn left.
yeah,
You
no,
have to
like
turn right.
literally like it's on a rail. Like
That's
that's
still kind of cool.
yeah, but it could have been like so much better if you had
But
some.
in your brain, it was,
you thought it was
imagined
gonna,
as.
yeah, you'd have some sort of interaction. I feel like that's what this game is going to be.
No, this.
Or at
I
least,
think
at least
it
that
could,
aspect of the game.
I think it could develop a interesting storyline.
And it's like how much story is going to be. It's going to be a long. Because like when you play 2K, it's quite a in depth.
You get,
Story.
I mean, 2K has gone so far as the point of not only do you sign contracts and deals with teams and brands like Adidas and Nike, you have your own billboards, you'll have your own commercials, you have your own sock deal. Like you have, it's so engaging on so many different parts.
I even like the fact that you get
incentive.
choices. Like on your day off, you can either choose to hang out with the fans, which will boost your fan morale, which can boost like sales of your jerseys.
Yep.
Or you can go training, which kind of boosts your player skills and stats.
Yeah.
Or you can go and do a sponsorship event, which kind of boosts your finances. and
Yeah,
money.
or you can link up with another player in the
Yeah,
league,
exactly.
which can like help your player like sort of like league morale.
And the thing is, that's why, going back to kind of like why I like these kind of games. As a film fan, I like stories. I like film because I like stories and narratives. And with these kind of games, and it's funny, with a sports game like 2K, I like the story it tells. You actually going through the story and making these decisions. It's almost like I'm living that life.
And Spike Lee directed it.
Yes, directed by Spike Lee.
The first season.
And it's almost as if, it's almost like a negative thing on FIFA, from my point of view, because other people might not play 2K, so they won't have the same expectations that you and I have. You have to factor that in, right?
That's very
You know,
true.
Like, for other people, they don't need to go. FIFA doesn't need to go that far.
No.
It's peculiar why they might have even added a storyline, because when you think about the two main gaming modes that people play, or at least I play, is online and manager mode.
Yeah.
People either want to buy the stuff, and then you have to create your own team, like in Pro Evolution Soccer, it's called My League. I forget what it's called in FIFA, but you can go into the market and whatnot. And that's what they're doing in Pro Evolution Soccer, is that you can actually go into the auction house and bid for players.
Yeah.
So that's cool.
What I want to know is, are they doing anything with the gameplay, the game mechanics? You know, that's the thing. I think that's what's kept Pro Evo kind of always hanging on the fence from having total destruction from EA and FIFA. Is that Pro Evolution has always maintained that level of gameplay mechanics. They may not be as flashy as I want them to be in terms of presentation, because I'd like them to add more pizzazz. But in terms of gameplay, it feels more balanced, you know. And someone who plays soccer, I haven't played in a while, but someone who grew up playing soccer, football. It's a game that's very balanced in the sense of an exciting game can still be 1-1, 0-0. FIFA, for me personally, got too much about the offensive and not enough of the defense. Like, you could be amazing at defense, but play someone who's at least decent at offense and still lose, unless your offensive capabilities are also high. You know, whereas Pro Evo, it's kind of a balanced game, and I want to see FIFA brings that balance back, because FIFA had it, and I understand why it changed, because that change kind of helped make FIFA become well known, especially in America. It became more of an exciting sport, and that helped. But kind of, I wanted to bring it back a bit. Now they've got the people, educate them into how football should be played, like the pacing of football. FIFA got too quick.
Or at very
Slow
least, like, let the ball go to the person that you intend.
Exactly.
Yeah,
exactly.
let them make a
Like, don't pass it all the way across the
Because it's trying to move
field.
too quick. That's the problem.
Dude, there
It
are
does
some
that.
crazy things in FIFA sometimes. I look at that game like it's nuts. Again, like, yeah, I don't want the superstar mode sort of getting back to that, to
Yeah.
be a smoke and mirrors to that.
Exactly.
So,
You know, because that's what
Yeah.
they're showing us now. They're showing us like new game engine because it looks better, looks visually nicer.
bro, it's very similar to what Madden tried to do a couple years ago when the ship was sinking. And they tried to get us with a cool little trick, and it was like, wow, the gameplay has not changed.
Yeah.
And not only has it not changed, you're actually making us have less options.
Yeah.
By trying to focus on one big thing. So I don't know. We shall see. I'm not pumped. Well, will I probably get FIFA? Probably. I don't have as many ill will feelings towards FIFA as I do towards Madden.
I'm waiting to see the reviews.
Yeah, I'm definitely waiting to see the
waiting
reviews.
for that.
I mean,
I skipped on FIFA 16.
no, I did not. I have FIFA 16, but I also it's like I get it for the people, so I understand.
All right, our next game, Kobe, you didn't see the trailer for this yet, but it's something that you want to see. Watch Dogs 2.
Do you want to see this?
It's actually a big change from Watch Dogs 1. Firstly, it's not set in Chicago anymore, it's set in San Francisco.
Ooh, makes sense.
And it's more of an open world game. And you have more hacking capabilities. And your character can parkour around the city. If you guys don't know the world of Watch Dogs, it's not it's not set far from the future. It's like set now?
It's probably set in the next 10 years.
Yes.
You know, it's like this 10-year hyper surveillance type of situation
Yeah.
where a private company has basic surveillance control over everything in a relative area.
It looks very, very good. Again, it's another example of cinematic games that I like. It's got a cool story. We were saying before, the first game, the story was better than the gameplay itself. And then we actually kept playing because the story was so engaging. Speaking of video game movies, we also saw Assassin's Creed. That's a new name for it, Assassin's Creed. We saw new bits of the trailer. Tell us, what do you feel? Are you excited for this movie?
There's a new trailer out?
Yeah, there's a new trailer.
There's a new trailer
Yes, they
out?
showed it at
Alright,
Comic-Con. You
cut,
wanna
we
see
need
it?
to watch this. What? Yes.
E3.
We can't
Actually,
move
you
on
can
without me
Comic-Con.
seeing this.
Well, it's not a full
Can you
trailer.
pause this?
What it is, it's not a full trailer. It's basically like a trailer of footage that we've seen, mixed in with like behind the scenes stuff.
Oh, I didn't see that. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, no, I saw that.
Yeah. So it's like that kind of stuff.
Got my heart. I was like,
So clearly you're excited. I'm
very
That answers
excited.
my question.
when did this game come out? In 2000, when we were like freshmen in high school. So 2006 was the first time Assassin's Creed hit.
Masomo, Fashion Passport.
Yeah.
When I say Assassin's Creed, boom, what do you think?
Assassin's Creed.
Yeah, what do you think? Assassin's Creed.
Assassin's Creed.
But what do you know about Assassin's Creed?
Not one thing.
No, but what do you know? If I tell you Assassin's Creed, what are you thinking? What do you visualize? What do you see in your mind's eye?
Killers.
I mean, you're almost there. Because I guess the assassins, you're kind of there. Okay. And I'd say Michael Fassbender. What do you think?
A killer.
You don't know who Michael Fassbender is?
I do not.
Oh, what? Lady,
Maybe
you know
I
Michael
do. I just
Fassbender?
don't know.
You guys know?
Maybe
you
if
know.
I see a picture.
Yeah.
But
What? This is terrible. I'm sorry, Michael Fassbender. I'm sure they know what you look like.
Michael,
But Michael.
you know, GQ called you one of the most handsome men in the world.
I know, right?
You can't be upset with your life. It's alright.
I know.
I'm sure these women would all know who you are.
I'm pretty sure.
I'm honestly looking at a picture of him and I still don't know who he is.
He's also the star in the Assassin's Creed movie.
He's in.
Cute though.
And he's-
Me neither.
you still don't know him?
wait, let me see.
He was an X-Men, Magneto.
No.
He's in a lot of movies.
I'm just saying, like,
He's good
most
looking.
recently,
Yeah.
Michael Fassbender.
Still good. No.
I'd like him to be Bond.
Yeah, he could be Bond.
I think he could be
I
a
like
good
Daniel
Bond.
Craig as Bond.
No, he's better than Daniel.
I think he has more swag.
I think Daniel Craig
I
was the
think he had
best
more
Bond.
swag.
Yeah, I think he would have a
I
lot
think he
more
had more
swag,
swag
which is what he. Which is
Daniel
what.
Craig has so much swag. Why would you say that?
Okay.
But Daniel Craig has a rough swag.
Yeah.
Like he's not like I feel
He's
like
got like the chip off his shoulder.
I feel like Fassbender had that smooth. swag.
Yeah, he has that gentlemanly swag.
like that scene-
Daniel Craig has
The opening in like
Yeah.
X-Men Magneto, like in the Alps or whatever,
Mhm.
he takes those guys out. I was like, yeah, that's
And not only swag, it's just like, yeah, he should be Bond.
he should be Bond.
Who's
That's
I
not a
like
campaign.
Idris Elba.
He doesn't
all right,
want to.
Mass.
No
All
matter
right.
if he wants to, I like him.
Thank you.
He'd rather
Pronounce her
do
name.
Disney voices.
Michael Fassbender was also Steve Jobs.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he was in
I never saw that
Macbeth.
movie. Did you see it?
He was up for a couple, awards.
What?
Steve Jobs.
Steve Jobs. I never saw that movie.
He was in 12 Years
I mean, I can't
Slave.
see it.
He was in 300.
He's also in Inglourious
Yeah,
Bastards.
he was in 300. He's the main. Well, not the main. He was one. Of course,
that's
not Jared
not
Butler.
But back to the Creed.
Assassin's Creed.
Yes.
Ass Creed.
Ass Creed. I am really excited from what I've read so far and what I've known so far about they're paying their due diligence to try to get it right and to try to make, I think, just a good movie overall. And the fact that Ubisoft is directly in it
Yeah,
is,
producing it.
you know, and this director Justin Kurzel.
Yeah. Didn't he do what's it called? What was that movie he did?
Macbeth.
Macbeth.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
which
the-
has some great action scenes.
Oh,
He was also in Macbeth.
that's why he is Fassbender.
Exactly.
Yeah, I know. That looks really. I think that they're doing.
He's in the director. I'm saying the actor.
Yeah, Fassbender. I'm still good.
He's still not recognized.
I'm on his IMDb.
Now someone knows everything. Fashion passport.
Fashion
Yeah.
passport.
But yeah, I'm actually interested in Assassin's Creed. Assassin's Creed, hopefully that could be the movie that puts video game movies on the map. Because it's so crazy. Miss Summer, can you imagine that we live in a day and age where superhero movies can make billions of dollars, be worldwide hits to people beyond just comic book fans? Like you as a non-comic book person, not you specifically, but generally.
And a representative
Might
of the
like it.
fashion.
But
Peoples.
there's no such thing for video game movies. Can you believe that? There's no video game movie that's like hit that level of like, wow, it transcended everything. Why?
I know this is like a bit off topic of this movie,
It's fine.
but there's a movie coming out
Yeah.
with the Roberts.
Roberts,
What's her name?
Julia.
Julia.
No, her niece. Emma, and it's a video game movie
What's it called?
with also Dave Franco.
What's it called?
I don't know, but it's coming. It's gonna be so good, and and Casey Neistat.
Wait, how do you know about it? How do you know
It's a
about it?
commercial.
You know the name? Whoever did that commercial.
So you're excited
you did
for
a
it.
terrible job
It's
of marketing
gonna
that
be
film.
Sick.
But you did a great job of marketing the actors.
It's called
It's better be a video game movie that we've heard.
Wow, I could not tell you.
So this may not be a movie, folks. We're
Okay, wait.
She's
hold on.
making it up.
Yeah.
It's what she does. She's a creative person.
up and
Fashion passport.
time for that
It's called
Koki
Nerve.
watch.
Nerve.
Koki is
High school senior finds herself immersed in an online game of truth or dare.
Oh, that's not a
That-
video
where
game
her
movie.
every move
Yeah,
starts
it
to
is.
become manipulated by an honest
Yeah.
community of watchers.
That's what I mean. That's a
It's
movie that
sick.
has video games,
It's
a
sick.
game in it.
Dave Franco,
When I say video
Emma
game
Roberts,
movie, I mean like something that was a video game and adapted
Juliette
to a
Lewis.
Okay, I get that, but
Samara.
you didn't specify. So when I heard it was this movie's gonna be sick. Like this movie's commercial got me so hyped for the movie. Didn't know the name, but the movie looked dope. And Casey Neistat was in it, and he's a YouTuber. So
Can I make you a bet? It'll
I bet he's not gonna be bad.
I'll
Don't
make
say
you a bet. That'd
Don't
be
say that.
terrible.
that. Nope.
Like I'll pay for you to watch that movie.
I don't believe you, nor do I want to
If-
believe you.
Like I'll
It is a
pay
crime mystery thriller.
if it
Its release date
If it
is
gets more
July
than 60%,
2016.
if it gets more than a 60% on IMDb or Rotten Tomatoes, I'll give you your money back. For watching
Okay,
60%.
it's gonna be so good. Like you're gonna be watching it and be like, "This is so dope."
that. I'm gonna be watching on like one of those like pay-per-view channels.
No, you're not. Oh my god! Don't insult my movie.
It's your movie now.
My contribution to this podcast was that movie, and you're now dissing it. I
I'm
think
just
not.
saying. This is a movies podcast. I feel like it's in my kind of like, it's kind of my responsibility.
Kind of say
To tell
if
people.
you're listening to this podcast and you think Nerve is going to be dope, please comment down below.
Please,
Thank
please comment down below. And if you don't think it's going to be great, don't comment because you'd be overwhelmed. with comments.
No.
This page will be overwhelmed with comments,
Have you watched his read?
and I don't want to have to look through all of that. So please don't say anything.
But we do like Dave Franco.
I do like
Love
that.
Dave
redirect all your complaints to our PR associate Jordan Adams. He will sort through it.
Jordan Adams.
Who?
Jordan Adams. Jordan Adams.
Oh, Jordan Adams.
Yes.
Not Jordan Adams, but Jordan Adams as opposed to Jordan Adams.
Yeah.
Okay. Fashion passport.
Fashion passport. Go follow me.
Fashion passport. Okay, and what else? What other games? Legend of Zelda. Just quick plug-in. I'm a huge Nintendo fanboy. Grew up playing Nintendo games. Even though Nintendo's fallen off in the past 1,000 years, this new game looks like they brought it back. They've shown people that they still have the talent. They just can't be bothered. Do you know Nintendo's one of the richest companies in the world?
I believe it.
Like they're so rich. That's why they don't care. Like they're rich enough. I read somewhere that they're rich enough to lose a couple of $1 billion or $1 million for the next 50 years until they can be bad enough to file for bankruptcy.
Damn.
Because Nintendo is a company that also gets stuck in their ways. They like to their video game was great for a certain time, but then as games evolved and got better and more cinematic, they refused to do things like that, like add voiceover to their games and cinematic cutscenes. People are like, I want to see this engaging stuff. Watching games like Uncharted and God of War, and you're just doing this old school types of games, which is still fun, but not as great as they could be. But now Legend of Zelda looks amazing. It looks like they're answering fans. There's voice acting, which is amazing. There's cutscenes. There's
Really?
open world. Yes. This looks great, and I'm excited for it. Legend of Zelda. It's a great game. And what else?
You mentioned Steep.
Steep. Yes. I showed Koki Steep. Koki and I, when we were younger, we were huge fans of this game called SSX, snowboarding game, which was fantastic and great.
And tricky. Really,
And tricky.
That's tricky. Really was what the game. I think that game was.
That was the one.
That was the game.
That was the game.
That was the game.
Yeah, homies.
No, it
SSX
wasn't. The
tricky.
game was Need for Speed. Do you remember Need for Speed?
Yeah, Need for Speed didn't have
Yeah.
this.
Did we all just like not agree on that? Need for Speed
No, Need for-
with the controlling wheels?
Yes, we had that.
Don't lie. I know. I'm saying it was a game.
no, it's so.
Because she didn't experience burnout.
That was the game. Need
Burnout
for Speed.
was the experience.
No.
And SmackDown versus Raw.
Okay, that one.
So come at me again.
I'll give you that. Smack.
As fashion passports supporting Need for Speed
Wait, do you
and
drop your
Raw.
Just the case.
phone? Oh, just the case. I don't know.
All right, so back on topic.
Just to let you guys know quickly, sorry, Koki's a savage when it comes to his phone. He is.
He is. Literally every birthday asks for a new phone. Like, nothing else. Like, you
I
have
just
no
thought-
other gift like,
I
ever.
thought-
It's the same gift
I mean, it's a good gift.
every year.
And he would, regardless, want to get a new phone every year. Steep. Why are you interested in Steep, Travis?
I just always liked the snowboarding games. You ever play that one on it's on Super Nintendo N64?
1080. Yes. That game was
1080 was revolutionary.
That game was dope.
So you know what? Like, if anything that can satisfy me like that game did, I will go check it out.
Koki, remember Snowboard Kids?
Yeah, let's say Snowboard Kids was nuts.
Snowboard Kids was like Mario Kart, but
Snowboard Kids was nuts. You know who? My cousin from Flint, Michigan,
Yeah.
brought that shit.
Oh, by the way, for
Shout out
games
to
for
Flint.
free games out there,
He was from Flint, dude. I didn't realize till just now, but my dude, he played that game like relentlessly, like till like probably like 4 a.m. It was nuts. You come over, him and his brother. We play Snowboard Kids. Oh my god, from like 7 at night to like literally 4 a.m.
Snowboard Kids. There was a time I was obsessed.
never played it.
Obsessed.
Great
Was it
game.
PS2?
Now it's N64.
Oh, no, N64. Yes. Yes. I remember that. And I had it on my DS as well. Not DS, my...
Yeah, like
DS
Mario
game.
Kart for snowboarding
Yeah.
with actual kids.
With weird faces.
Yeah, great
They
backstories.
look like characters from Phineas and Ferb.
Yeah.
Oh, what a great show.
Best show ever.
What a
wait.
show.
That's the best show ever. Rick and Morty was the best show ever. Like last
Phineas
last
Ferb.
time I checked
Phineas
it.
and Ferb's
Now
the
Fish and
best.
Ferb's better.
It's a different level.
Phineas Ferb isn't the best show ever, but it's
Up there.
up
Did
there.
you watch Gravity Falls?
No, but you know
It
the best
finished.
show ever?
Gravity Falls? You don't watch
Parks and Recreation.
No.
Steve Universe. Disney Plus. Are you still watching it? Are you still watching it?
No, I'm not watching
What?
it, but it's really good.
It's still going.
What is it?
Steve
Wait,
Universe.
did you only watch it?
Steve Universe.
Someone
is
just
great.
likes
Great.
to sing this. She likes it because she likes the theme song.
Oh, yeah.
And then she sings
That
it wrong.
theme song
Yeah, she
is
sings it.
You sing it wrong.
She gets a complete.
That thing is the dopest theme song I've ever heard.
Yeah, basically that's why so much baby's on.
But that's not the
It's
lyrics.
about
Those are the
friends.
lyrics.
Yeah, but it's
No, but the show's actually funny too.
Yeah, it is. Steven Universe is a great show. I like it. Also watch Gravity Falls. Mask, you'd love Gravity Falls. So my brother and sister,
How do
like
you-
they're
Oh
already
God,
like
I hate being
good
a sister to
adventure.
his brother.
I'm just
I'm
saying,
kidding.
Gravity Falls is like the adventures, and it's actually really good. And it's from the guy that did that is good friends with the guy that did Rick and Morty, and those two universes exist in the same place. They say. Anyway, what did you think of the Warcraft movie?
Yeah, Warcraft. I thought. Let's see. What did I think of Warcraft? I thought it was kind of like. It was fine. It was fine.
No one here has seen it. She wanted to see it. She was actually interested. You were interested in it, right?
Yes.
We have a review on
Well, I
same
didn't know it
links.
was a game.
It was
It was like the nerdiest games.
one of the nerdiest ones.
Like, you know that kind of stereotypical nerd thing of sitting at home playing this game for like hours and hours? Warcraft was that game that they would play.
It's true.
Because of like the stereotype.
It's very addicting, but it's a very good game. And
'Cause it has like, and that's why they did that. It had like deep backstories.
here's why Warcraft was not bad, in my opinion, is because and any gamer will kind of understand this, is that when you're playing a game, especially a game like Warcraft or GTA or something, and you play for a while and you're in one area for a while because there's quests you have to do. It's like you remember those times when you had to do those. Like when you're like listening to a song, I always listen to a playlist. So whenever I would hear a song, sometimes it would bring me back to like when I was playing that.
I remember the war.
So like when you're running back and forth doing quests, like you're always in these like you have to go to these towns all the time to see it. To like one of the first scenes is when they go into Ironforge where the dwarves are. And people just stand there and trade all day. So like people have to monitor their character like in this environment all the time. So to be in these environments when you're watching it, like seeing it for the first time, it was cool. So I can imagine that some kids have felt the same way with this one.
So why do you think it's not doing so well in the States? It's destroying it in China.
Because not everyone's interested in like goblins fighting each other and magic, and it's just, you know.
But see, this is my question, right? It's part of my big question. In a world where superhero movies are doing amazingly well, why aren't A, video game adaptations doing well, and B, why aren't we seeing more fantasy? Like, why is Lord of the Rings still the go-to like fantasy film?
Well, think of the consistency of Marvel, Disney, DC's releases. They have, you know, stretching back to even like the 70s, if you want to talk about like some of the Batman movies and Superman movies. It's been going for that long. Yeah. Like, this isn't like it just popped up in the 20s, and you well know this, is that like it's been a long-running genre. And they're really coming to their heyday.
Why is no one doing that with fantasy? That's what I want to know. Like,
probably because like that's what they tried to do with Lord of the Rings. Yeah. They tried to remarkably squeezed out 3 Hobbit movies. Out of a book that's no more than like 100 pages.
They use like a hydraulic press.
Right? I just think of like Olive Oil. They just got the book under the press, like, get the last bit of fantasy out.
That's the thing. It's like, so why aren't, like, I'm curious, because I like fantasy.
Well, let's see where Game of Thrones goes.
Like, just like but other IPs, you know, like other things. It doesn't have to be like.
Well, consistent storylines. You can come out with a Spider-Man every single year. You can come out with a, you know, it's like
what about King Arthur? Like, why is there no like fantasy version of King Arthur? You know, these kind of stuff. Like, why is that?
Shout out to.
Well, like I'm sure there's many fantasy.
Clive Owen's King Arthur.
But that was more like I like that, but that was like a realistic take. It wasn't like it took away the fantasy. I think that's it. It's our first podcast. Hopefully, we spoke about things that were interesting to you guys. If not, whatever.
We'll talk
again
more later.
If not, please send it to Jordan Adams.
Should we give out his Twitter?
Yeah.
Does he even use Twitter?
No, Jordan Adams does use Twitter.
Jordan Adams.
His Twitter.
It's Jordan Adams. I'm pretty sure it's Jordan Adams 44.
Jordan Adams
There you go.
44.
I think he's private though.
Really, anything you think about the show, directly to Jordan.
Jordan Adams 44.
Question: what was the last movie you watched?
Movie I watched?
Yes. The last movie that you enjoyed that you watched?
Was with you.
We watched a lot of movies together.
No, with you, Raven, and Claire.
Good movie.
Oh, Now You See Me Too. It wasn't bad.
I watched that as well. My last movie.
It wasn't
Okay,
hard.
would you recommend it, Mess?
Yeah, but I'm a little bit confused.
Did you watch the first film?
Yeah.
Okay, what
The first one
confuses
was dope.
Okay, without spoiling, what confuses you? Without going deep into spoilers.
I can't.
You can't.
Yeah.
We'll talk about it afterwards, but would you recommend it? If someone says,
Yeah, I think it's really good.
just
And
check it out.
But like some chicks are like, I don't get it.
yeah. You just said you don't get
No,
it.
I get it. I get the concept of it, but the ending part was confusing. Like certain things with the ending, I don't want to say, were confusing.
Okay,
But I
okay.
get the concept, and I think the movie's like really dope overall.
Would you see another one?
Yeah, for sure. But I'm saying they don't get it because it's like you have to like go on the journey,
Yeah.
and some people just don't. Not even chicks, just people in general don't want to like follow the movie that hard. They just want to watch a movie and enjoy.
Yeah.
So that's why people don't get it or like it.
I like that. Layla, what was the last movie that you enjoyed or liked that you saw?
I don't remember. Honestly, what was the last movie we saw?
We saw?
You're the only one who... I don't watch movies.
Damn.
Forces me to watch
Probably,
movies.
probably Ex Machina.
Really?
Ex
It took
Machina.
us like
I'm
4
sorry.
weeks to watch that movie.
I'm sorry. You made her sit down through Ex Machina. That's a great
No, I
movie.
wanted to see that.
That's a great. Oh, you want to see that?
Yeah.
What did you think of it?
I really liked it.
Yeah.
Ah, that's surprising.
Yeah,
You don't
I
watch
think-
movies and you like that?
She
That's
likes
amazing.
movies. That's
I
the thing.
like
She likes it.
movies,
She
but like
just
I'll
will
just never
not
sit
watch
down
it.
to watch it.
Oh, 'cause that's a great movie.
I loved it. It was
Yes.
really good.
So you'd recommend that?
Yeah.
Good. And what did you like about it without spoiling?
The ending. Just,
Oh. It's an interesting ending.
yeah.
It's an interesting ending.
I was not expecting it.
Yeah.
And I like when you don't expect what the ending is going to be.
And I liked it. I liked, what's his name in it? What's the actor? He's in Star Wars. Poe Dameron.
Mm-hmm.
Oscar Isaac.
Which one is that?
He's
the glasses or the
beard guy. Actually, both of them were
He
in
was
Star Wars.
intense.
Both characters were in Star Wars. The other one's General Hux. You know the
Really?
the guy that's with
Yeah,
Kylo. That's
wow.
the journalist guy.
Wow. Wow for
Yeah.
both of them, and congratulations. to both
Exactly,
of them.
right?
Good jobs.
Yeah. G, what was the last movie that you saw that you enjoyed? Was it Eddie the Eagle?
Yeah. Eddie Edwards.
Yeah. What do you think of that? Would you recommend that movie?
I would.
Yeah. Why'd you like
It
it?
was
What'd you like about it?
cool to see his journey and how he was very determined to go to the Olympics, even though he had everyone telling him he sucked.
I really liked it a
The
lot.
skiing guy, right?
It's really, really good. It's
Mom loved it.
it's fantastic. The way it's just the way it's presented as a film, not just the narrative itself. It's like the title story of working hard, you prevail, blah blah. But the way it's presented, it's almost kind of like it's not the same, but it reminds you of like the modern day Cool Runnings. Because it's just a feel good movie that's just really well done and presented. It's from the producer of Kingsman. It's his production company. You know how Kingsman, like the way it's shot, the style, it's different. It's not like Kingsman, but it's different in that sense. Just the way it's presented, the narration. It's a fun movie. I liked it. That was also one of the last good movies I saw. Also, Finding Dory. I saw Finding Dory. I can't recommend it enough. Great movie. If you like animation, even if you don't like animation, watch it. It's a great movie. Alan does a great job. I like the character. Watch my review. youtube.com/ENTLynx. Get my full spoiler-free review. Thank you guys for listening. We're gonna go hang out, have fun, do whatever, and we'll speak to you guys next week. See ya.